Hi guys, I thought I'd make a little video just to answer a question that came up at the end of this morning's class. How to stretch the front of the knee. The knee being a joint, you can't stretch a joint, but you can stretch the muscles that affect the front of the knee, and those would be the quads. I'm just going to move back and we'll just briefly talk about what the quad muscles are. There's four of them. First three are vastus muscles. There's the vastus medialis, which is our vastus intermedius, which is in the center, the vastus medialis, which is on the inside, and vastus lateralis, which is on the outside, and it inserts into the IT band. It runs down the very side of your thigh, down to below your knee and above your hip. The rectus femoris is the biggest one, however, and that crosses two joints all the way down the center. This is probably the one that you need to stretch out. Down the center, it crosses the knee in front. It's the one that your kneecap, your patella floats in, and it crosses the hip above. So it affects the two joints. To stretch these muscles, what we would normally do is foam roll first to try and restore normal muscle length. So let's quickly just run through how you would foam roll your quads and paying attention to all the different ones. So grab your foam roller and start on two legs, and then move to single leg only if you feel comfortable. So on the two legs, you're going to roll up to the top of the hip, top of the thigh, and down to just above the knee. Never want to cross the joint. And bending your knees to go a little bit deeper into it. If that's easy enough and it's not causing any problems, then you shift to one leg, straightening out the other one, and we do the same thing. So rolling up to the top and down to the bottom. If you find an area that's particularly tight, stay on it. Slow, sustained pressure helps the muscle to relax, and then we can work on extending the knee and flexing it up. So that's to work the vastus intermedius and rectus femoris. If you're finding that easy enough, you change to a ball because of the surface area of the ball. You can get in that a little bit deeper. I find this size of the ball very good for the upper part of the thigh, because you can get right in to that groove in the hip. You can also use your ball to work the quads and that rectus femoris. Straightening out that leg and bending it. So that's for the muscle in the center. We also want to do the VMO, which is the vastus medialis on the inside. So to do that, what we're going to do is take your foam roller, lying down on the ground, you're going to rest your knee on the foam roller. Take your weight onto your hand and your foot at the back, and then rolling forwards and back. Little pause there. If you can add in a little bit of rotation that works through full. Lot of the muscle. Moving all the way up and all the way down. So that works the VMO. And then the vastus lateralis is not pleasant to roll at all because it goes into the IT band. So you don't want to be directly on the IT band because it's painful for no benefit. But you can roll the vastus lateralis. So I would keep a foot on the floor and keep most of the weight through your shoulder and just work your way up and down, and keep yourself rolled forwards a little bit. You don't want to be all the way over onto your side. Like I said, that would be more the IT band, and that's not going to relax because it's not a muscle. But to roll the vastus lateralis, rolling slightly forward and just moving up and down can help it to relax. So that's the foam rolling bit. The stretching bit then. The typical stretch for stretching your quads, the one that we all know, is the standing stretch, where you're standing up tall, bring that heel behind you, so you have that knee and hip in that one line. So that's more for stretching the rectus femoris, which is in front. You want to stretch the VMO, shift your foot to the other hand, so you can feel the difference there. You feel it more towards the inside down here. And then to get the vastus lateralis, which doesn't really usually need a stretch, internally rotate. A little bit, and you feel it outside here going down. That's your standing stretch. The lying down version of that, just like we've done at the gym, again for the muscles that are at the center, bring that knee in line with your hip, bring your heel behind you, taking it all the way down. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you have that straight line from your knee through your hip to your shoulder. So that's your lying version. Now, there are kneeling versions that can deepen that stretch a good bit. So, just like we did there this morning, we're going to use the chair for it. So, coming into that half kneeling position, I'm just going to bring that chair behind. Just half kneeling position. Bring your foot to the chair. Other foot is forwards. And you're up nice and tall. So pushing your body back until you have that straight line from your hip, shoulder, hip to knee. Lovely straight line. Now, if your knee mobility doesn't allow you to be up here, if you're forwards like that, so much better to be up in line and having your foot further down and be up in line. Think about in this position. You want to squeeze your glutes, tilting your hip forward. It deepens the stretch in here. Remember the rectus femoris that crosses your hip? So we're getting that part of it there as well. Taking your hand up overhead and reaching over to the other side adds in a little bit of the psoas hip flexor stretch. If you don't have a chair, you can do this one in that half kneeling position from the floor. Again, we're just pulling that heel up behind, looking for that straight line from your knee through your hip and to your shoulder, pulling that knee up behind. And then the last one, if it's hurting to kneel for that particular stretch, bring your knee on the chair, step it forwards, and we're stretching more into the top of the thigh here, so it takes the pressure off that knee, bringing that heel up behind. So this is another good stretch for the front, the rectus femoris that crosses the two joints. Remembering it crosses the hip and it crosses the knee. So we're stretching both there. So there's a good few stretches there to start you off. Hopefully that helps. Talk to you soon.